What's going on? It's Brian Sochi here at the Mix 106 Summer Jam here with one of the three artists. These guys, I'm so happy that I got the assignment to interview. It's not even an assignment, it's fun. Yeah. I'm here with the Script, guys. Thanks for coming in,
Thanks, man. Thank you very much.
God, that was a bit weird.
Clapping for us.
Yeah,
it's good. I like this.
I can't clap. But you should be clapping. You don't have a microphone.
I have sore hands, so I'm just going to relax.
He's a drummer. He's got to be careful. Well, here's the deal, guys. Now, you guys should be so proud because coming straight out of Dublin, Ireland, and you're like attacking America over the last couple years, and you're taking it by storm. So I just wonder, like Dublin fans, Ireland fans, Irish fans, and American fans, any differences?
No. A lot of people, a lot of different bands say that they do experience differences, obviously in culture and the way they experience a gig. But I'd dare anybody to come down to a Script show and say that, because no matter whoever comes down to our shows, they're all music lovers. They all have value for money, value for money out of their tickets. Maybe if we did dance music, maybe if we did another type of music, we would experience a difference in crowds. But for us, it's all about just music and lyrics and people coming and having a big sing along and really just expressing themselves for a night. So we've never really seen a difference, other than whenever I get the crowd to say something, that's when you can kind of hear.
You can tell.
But you can hear a mass twang as opposed to just like a one-person twang. You know what I mean?
You might hear a Philly Jersey twang tonight. Yeah, that could be rough.
Even in Scotland, I was in Scotland. I think I just got the whole crowd to say "hell yeah," and it sounded like a bunch of Scottish people saying "hell yeah," but in America it was like "hell yeah." It was like the whole crowd had the whole thing going.
So, as far as fans, as we're talking about fans here, I mean, you guys meet a lot of fans, I'm sure, and you're continuing to do that. And look, I'm in radio. You guys are you guys. I meet some crazy fans. I've seen them. Yeah. Tell me the best crazy fan story. Anything that they gave you a weird gift or something?
I'll let Mark answer that. He's more diplomatic.
Why am I going to answer? We get a lot of crazy stuff happening to us. We had a girl. I'll stay diplomatic zone. I'll stay away from the crazy stuff.
I like the crazy stuff.
We had a girl one day hand us a suicide note one day. Yeah.
A suicide note.
See, that's pretty crazy, right?
Yeah. What's more? I'll tell you what's more crazy than that. See, I threw you guys for a loop on this question because I already know one of the answers because I interviewed this man on the phone one time.
So
his answer was great. And see if you remember this. A pair of fuzzy handcuffs that you guys had on your tour bus.
Yeah, that's actually true. That happened that was in the UK. And funny thing is, we were dropping Mark home the night after the show, and his wife came out to the door, and the side of the van opened up, and the handcuffs fell out onto the ground.
Pink furry handcuffs.
So we just said, "See you, Mark. See you tomorrow." Yeah, they're Danny's. We get some strange things. But like Mark said, you get fake suicide notes, which are, it's not cool to pretend you're going to kill yourself and give us a letter about it. That's not cool. And that's weird.
That's very weird, man. Although the pink fuzzy handcuffs are cool, and I think
better, but the notes aren't cool. The handcuffs anytime. The notes you can keep.
But we quite enjoy. It's really funny because we were playing a show, I believe, in Clearwater, and me and Danny had we just getting off the stage and we're trying to cool down, standing on the balcony. It was kind of. The sun had just set and stuff like that, and I looked off the balcony and I saw about 4 girls beautifully dressed in these wonderful dresses and really gorgeous, climbing over a big.
They were painting a picture. I'm getting excited.
They were climbing over this big. They were climbing over a big wire fence. They just took their shoes off, they threw them over, and the dresses all bundled up, and then start to climb the fence to get into the concert. So
this is crazy.
When I saw them making all that effort, I sent passes down to them.
Why not?
So I just thought, you're going to make that much effort. So sometimes the craziness pays off,
Yeah. Well, just as long as there's no notes involved. Now, I want to continue on about fans. When you go out now that you're superstars, honestly, you go out to a bar or something like that, is it hard to go out and have a good time?
It's trickier.
It's incredibly hard when you're a rock star to go into a bar and have a good time.
You get the nice corner of the bar, actually, if they know you're coming down. But it can be harder, and people recognise you and they're into the band, and if they're mega fans, they are going to come over to you and say hello to you, and then it sets off like a ripple domino effect. Once one person kind of cops on, it's you, and if the camera goes off and people see that, then you're into a signing session, really. So it can be awkward, but again, we love meeting fans. That's what it's all about, is meeting people on the ground, and those people that share our music and spread the word and give us the career we have. We always try and give a bit of time back.
Everywhere it turns into a party with us, though.
It does,
because we're Irish and we're in a band.
Yeah.
So everybody.
Our default position is party time.
Everyone just challenges to a drink, or everyone just wants to outdo you and something crazy.
Because we have to oblige.
That's what I want to talk about too. I mean, drinks. Okay, so this is something Philadelphia I know nothing about. Heard Ireland's beautiful. Never been to Ireland. But in Ireland, is it true that they serve the beer at room temperature? Because I think that's disgusting. I like a cold beer.
No, that's not
Guinness
true.
is served at a certain temperature, but they have started to bring in a new type of Guinness. It's an extra cold Guinness and stuff, which is really nice when it's a hot day. But I know they do serve that at a certain temperature.
Guinness has to be served at
because it's
room
a stout.
temperature.
It's not a beer. It's a particular type of drink.
Yeah.
You know, so a lot of older men would, the older folk would want it a certain way. It has to be a certain way and all. But no, the beer is generally cold.
Okay, got it. Well, let's just continue on with your album. 3.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, 3 albums. Is that why? Is there 3 guys in the band? Was there a reason you chose number 3?
Well, it was just the synergy was strange because yes, there's 3 of us in the band. It was a 3rd record, but we've been recording in a studio for about 6 months, not even realizing that it was also studio number 3.
Wow.
There was just all of these weird little things that came about. We had an idea for the start of the album when we were just writing music. Was we wanted to make music for the head, heart, and feet.
Okay.
Something that made you think, something that made you feel it, and something that made you dance to. And that was the kind of ethos we had, which was also a 3-pronged thing as well. So we thought 3 was the easiest way to sum it up, you know.
Nice and easy. Yeah, and on Twitter, with the Twitter world now, I mean, 3.
Exactly.
Boom, done.
Exactly. Hashtag
Which
3.
you guys are very active on Twitter. You're saying you
Yeah.
love your fans. I mean, social media, how do you think it's changed the industry?
I think it's revolutionised the industry in that you can have one-to-one contact with your fans, which you could never have before. The only way to get to see a band or to get close to them was to go to a show and, wait outside. With us, you can literally get to us now on Twitter or tomorrow, but you will get us. We look at it all ourselves. We answer it all ourselves. It's just amazing that we can, also give back and thank people for the support they give us around the world. It's instantaneous, which never existed before. It's fantastic.
Because before, you had to do the tours. You had to go around. I mean, you still tour, but back in the day, it was crazy. You had to just town to town to town, and that's how you guys
touching base with other countries when you're not there. Do you know what I mean? Like when we leave a place, long after we're gone, we can still touch base with people in that city we've been in, and get the feedback on what they thought of the show. So it's such a valuable thing to have.
That's got to help us.
Years ago, when you liked the band, you wrote to their fan club.
Yeah.
Their fan club. You may have gotten a letter 8 months back,
and it probably wasn't from them.
It wasn't even from them. Some dude with a stamp. But at least this way, it's one-to-one contact all the time, and it's real life feedback. Real live feedback all the time. What they're doing for us, you can constantly see the timeline and exactly what they're doing for you, and it's really amazing.
Now, your fans, you keep saying how important they are. I mean, they make you guys, and that's so cool. It's such a humble band to be a part of and say that. But when you're on stage, actually before you go on stage, to see all these thousands of fans, man, that's got to be an amazing feeling. Is there any superstitions, rituals you guys might do?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we have. We basically look in each other's eyes in a weird way. No, we basically just shake hands beforehand. So it's a way of like if we were fighting during the day, or if we've because we're all killing each other all the time.
Yeah.
But you just can't take that onto stage, with you. So we'll always shake hands and look in each other's eye, just to put all that stuff to bed before you go out on stage. Because once you start to dirty those sheets, they ain't no getting back in the bed.
Oh, you've seen it.
I'm saying.
You've seen it. I mean, look at all these other bands. They fight. They keep separate rooms. They don't go in the same bus. Do you think that will hurt a band?
We fight, but we just don't be telling everybody about it.
Yeah, true. Well, that's the way you guys are going to be kept together, because then the fans with Twitter and all are going to keep coming. Oh, what's going on? It gets bigger than it needs to be.
I said on April Fool's when they said it's been a great ride. I'm just leaving the band. The place, they went crazy. We're like, oh no, it's like only joking, chill. It was just an April Fool thing. But yeah, like Mark said, we don't announce our rows. Not that we have many. What we row about. We've got a great life. We go on stage, people scream at us. They don't throw things. We're very lucky. You know what I mean?
That's great. You don't want them throwing things, but when you're on stage,
they do throw things actually. Just
they throw their clothes and shoes. You were saying that earlier, and then they get free panties. Handy with that too. Hey,
bras and panties.
That's got to be kind of cool, but kind of nasty when panties come flying at you.
It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool, no matter what way you look at it.
I know they're probably buying panties in the thrift store down the road and then throwing those ones at us.
Yeah.
That'd be maybe more nasty.
It can be, because it's occasionally it opens up. Occasionally it opens up. That's what I'm saying. Occasionally
obviously Script fans do.
Yeah,
that's what
they
you're
do.
saying.
They're like parachutes sometimes coming down on us. It's amazing.
Oh man, guys, listen.
2 parachutes. Parachutes.
when you're on stage, when panties are flying at you, when people are going crazy, do you ever get, honestly, the hits like Break Even and stuff and Hall of Fame? Do you guys get tired of playing them every night? That's got to be hard. Never.
Never, ever, ever. No, because they're great songs. In my opinion, they're great songs.
They are.
So it's funny because when we are writing the song, we listen to it over and over and over, and I mean literally on just repeat, and every time we're refining it down. And I think that's part of the process is when we've created a song that we can listen down to literally over 100 times and still not be bored of it, then we know, because we're going to have to take that out on the road, play it for, we've been playing Man Who Can't and Break Even for 4 or 5 years now, straight in a row, literally every day.
Wow.
And I still give it the same passion as I would if I was doing it, and maybe it was my last time or my first time, still do it the same.
That's a great answer. You know, the thing is, I always would love to be a musician. That was the thing I would love to do. I can play the kazoo if you guys need a kazoo player.
That's not a musician.
But when you're on stage, I always feared that if I was a musician, with all the crowd and just the emotion of your song, do you ever get lost in a song, like, and just kind of lose it for a second, forget where you're at?
Even that's what you're trying to do, is to get lost in the song and get, you know, tied into what emotions you're trying to portray and what energy you're trying to put into the song. But yeah, you have to be careful. Also, you have to retain a certain awareness of where you are in the song, what you're playing, what the next chord is or the next beat is. But there have been nights where we've been playing and you literally, we laugh at each other. You know, you just know someone's after falling off the horse, as we call it. And you just get back on. You go again.
You got to go. So, last question, guys.
Yep.
When you're done, every night, thousands of people going crazy, coming off a stage, you're probably amped. Tired, but amped. You got to unwind.
It's
very
literally, I walk off like a Muhammad Ali.
Yeah?
I walk out, that was the greatest. We shook up the world.
I'm going to duck when you come off stage.
I swear to God.
We do, we get pretty
Last night
excited.
We got the head. We had the head of the label and all the label down.
Okay.
And I was telling them what we were going to do and how we were going to smash it, and you know where we need to do in the campaign trail. I was proper.
That's awesome.
I was, yeah.
What do you do to unwind, though, to come down off that high?
Well, right now we've brought, this is the first time we've ever done this, but we've brought a recording studio on the road with us.
That's very cool.
So it's literally a tour bus with a recording studio in it. So what we've been doing on this tour has been getting off stage every night and going and just making more music.
With Muhammad.
Yeah, with Muhammad Ali here, Muhammad Dani here, and
There you go.
it was, and that's what we've been doing. Sometimes it's usually a few glasses of wine though, and we just, you know, chill
I
out.
find I have to talk to people. It's the only way I wind down. A good hour and a half of just talking to as many people as I can, and then I start to slow down. Genuinely. Yeah.
Okay, well, that makes sense. Everything, the wine definitely makes
Yeah,
sense.
oh,
Merlot?
yeah.
The wine will help too.
I go for a Shiraz. Usually then we can move to a whiskey quite swift.
I like this guy.
Yeah.
We're going to party after
Yeah,
this.
absolutely.
Listen, a script here for the Mix 106 Summer Jam. I'm so happy that you guys are here. And yeah, you're welcome. And I really wish you a lot of success. And I know I'm not part of the band, but I want to look at each one of your eyes, shake your hand. Good luck
Thanks for
tonight,
that. Thank
guys.
you.
Guys,
Thank
I
you.
wish you a lot of success in the future.
Thank you so
Script.
much.
You're welcome here at the Mix 106 Summer Jam. I'm Brian Sosha.